friends. Today we are going to discuss about statically determined structures and statically indeterminate structures. So first of all, we should know what is the definition of the statically determined structures. It can be defined as that the internal forces induced in a structure when subjected to loads can be determined by available equations of equilibrium is called the statically determined structures. In other words, we can know unknown forces that are induced in a structure are equal to available equations of equilibrium is called statically determined structures. We can elaborately we can discuss about the statically. Whenever the loads are acting on the structure or a member, so against to loads, the internal forces will be generated. So in that, what type of forces or reactions will be generated? That forces should be equal to the whatever available top equations of equilibrium. Then only it is possible to determine that structure, that is called the statically determinate structures. As well as statically indeterminate structure can be defined as that the as well as know internal forces induced in a structure when subjected to loads cannot be determined by available equations of equilibrium is called the statically indeterminate structures. In other words, the unknown forces that are induced in a structure are more than available equations of equilibrium is called the statically indeterminate structures. So before that, what are the equations of equilibrium that we should know? Equations of equilibrium means, so already we discussed about this loads. So first one is algebraic sum of all horizontal forces must be 0. That is sigma fx is 0. Second, algebraic sum of all vertical forces must be 0. That is Fi is equal to 0. Sigma Fi is equal to 0. Third one is algebraic sum of all moments must be 0. Thus, so whenever loads is acting, these three reactions will be generated in the structure. So vertical forces should be resistant and horizontal forces must be resistant and movement too should be resistant. Then only the structure will be in equilibrium. That is called the equations of equilibrium. It is only applicable for the plane structures. After that, we should know that types of supports also. These three supports are there. One is fixed support, second one is hinge support, and third one is roller supports or simply supported. And this degree of freedom also we should know. This what is the meaning of degree of freedom is next classes. Okay, what is the fixed supports means whenever the load is acting on that member, the three reactions will be generated. That means vertical and horizontal as well as the movements. These all three degree of freedom are studied. That is no translation or rotation is possible in the fixed support. And second is hinge support. Translation degree of freedom, that is horizontal and vertical forces are arrested. That is rotation can occur freely in the hinge supports. But and as well as roller support, translation degree of freedom, that is only vertical forces will be arrested in one direction, that is normal to the plane of the roller. That is translation freely occur along the plane of the roller direction, and rotation can also occur freely in this roller support. This is also what the type of supports also we can see this in this figure also. That's accordingly. This is the simple definition and detail of the what is the statically determined structure and what are the statically indeterminate structure.